What's up, everyone? I'm back and playing episode 17, and today's episode I'm gonna be working on trying to get my working on my third floor, the third floor. And let me just tell you, this third floor needs to be finished and need to be finished now. And I need to get this finished, or else this is gonna get ugly. So yeah, I've started on the walls and the roof. Ooh, yeah. So sorry, I had some Cheez-Its. But I have been very busy yesterday. That's why I never been working. So sorry if I was talking over about that, but yeah, sorry for not posting yesterday. So the reason why I wasn't posting yesterday, it was because my mom needed help, and I was tiredly pulled. But hey, you can't let a grandma. And she pulled me around, not in a bad way, and she was trying to get me a little bit happy. But here's the thing: I was not happy because I did baptism for the dead, went to school, did a lot of work, and I got lot of a lot of trouble, with a lot of pain in my head of trying to have some peace, and then pulled me again, and pulled me over to well, actually not that bad. Actually, we wanted to go play some bowling because bowling is actually good, but I may have been a little bit rusty, and my nephews just one wins too good, and I like failed by like 20 to 40 points behind. And plus, the bowling balls are don't have the size of my fingers, and I really need to get some. I need to get some bigger hands. I need some like a bigger holes or something, or go make a, go find bowling ball that actually has the size of my fingers, and hopefully they have one for me to have because I don't like these hands when they go like I go that I do like this, and then it goes, and plus I don't use the cheating rails. My nephews had the rails, but safety rails, so they can get more points on that. I use none of it. I just use my got one strike out of that. And let me just tell you, I was happy about that. And felt a little bit good on my power of my arm, cause my arm's a well, wrong idea. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Sorry, but so going back to what I was saying, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So yes, I've been doing a lot of. I've done literally a lot yesterday by just literally, like I said, literally a lot. And let me just tell you, when I got home, pulled again to go, pulled again to go do literally to go to the park. So my nephews can just go burn the energy there and enjoy a dinner, a picnic dinner. That was actually good, but I had to entertain my nephew who didn't want to go in the water at this time of season. Maybe a little bit it makes sense, but I had to entertain the boy by just going, by just watching some Thomas, because he likes Thomas. Why my 7-year-old didn't never liked Thomas. My 2-year-old likes Thomas. I think we have a little bit of it. I think I have one good common with my 2-year-old nephew. Hmm. I think this might work in my favor. I can probably babysit him while my 7-year-old can learn brain rot because he loves brain rot too much. That's why I'm a anti brain rot guy, and I'm just a pure non brain rot. And plus, brain rot's kind of actually it's just so dumb to me, and I'm like, every time when I hear one new brain rot, I'm like, bro, when is the memes gonna come back? The memes need to come back. Not this brain rot again. And brain rot, it's nothing new. It's completely just stupidity at its peak. And my mom painfully don't know what brain rot is. And it's hard to explain to her that because I don't know what a brain rot is. But my sister knows it, knows how to say it in her terms. But if I were going to tell her that brain rot is just built to just makes just it's an internet thing that people saying words that literally just means just stupidity. That's what brain rot's all about. Just saying dumb words, some dumb gibberish words. And now people are so tied into it, which I am completely annoyed that they even have it. And now these kids are now these kids, teenagers, name them, Gen Alpha, Gen X, Millennials. They're getting tied into it. Mostly Gen Z and Gen Alpha and Gen Beta. They're already starting the destruction. Welcome to the destruction era. An era where all the prime good things of millennials, probably not millennials, Gen X, boomers, the last generation, the good old generations, they had a better, I hope they had a better life than hearing all this gibberish. And probably they they'd seen better presidents back in their day. But I'm just saying right now, these presidents today, they're nothing that much special. But Donald Trump, let's just say he's a little bit too radical on his. Radical, but hey, at least he's keeping up on promises on trying to help the country, but it's a little bit, but the tariff thing doesn't fit. But I mean, it's a good way because this is only going for the lower wage, but not like the higher middle class people. That's a good thing. But the bad thing is we're ruining the relations with countries. If we keep losing more of our, if we lose more partners and in trades and stuff or relationships, yeah, we're going to be cooked. I think it's better for us not to probably take Trump, but but let's just say he is not. I think he's a little bit wrapped up on trying to defeat our U.S. our let's how to say this our rivals like communism, bringing back relations with Russia, and try to defeat China first. China, because let's just say China. It sounds like they're having capitalism, but they don't have investment terms, and they do invest in businesses, but ruin the environment is well, we ruin our environment so much. But the only bad thing about being a communist, it's just it's just ripe for corruption. Corruption is always ripe in any country, and for me, I just don't like corruption. When I see corruption, I'm like, dang, bro, and nobody notices by this guy's action. I think we need to go back to I think we need to go back to learning the key parts of what not to do. Yeah, so but I don't see Trump's administration as corrupt. But I see it's a little bit aggressive, but still it's better than Biden's Biden's term way. Biden, Clinton, a little bit on Bush, but not heavily. Reagan it didn't felt bad. I mean, it wasn't that bad because it was that the corporations were getting funding by the government and getting tax cuts. That was not actually not that bad. It was actually a little bit more tamed than being a whole chaos situation. But right now, I think we need Plan B badly. We might need to do we might need to have to get back break Reagan's administration plans back, resurrect them from the dust, and probably combine it with Franklin Delano Roosevelt's plan of trying to have the New Deal and probably have more, more, but also have more businesses, just like Reagan's administration has done. But also I don't want Trump to be having like extending the term because if he extends that term, this is going to go badly. It's going to end what we Americans have had of if a president would have would make themselves king, that's going to have a lot of trouble. And I want a country that doesn't feel like an empire that is wanting to take over stuff and want to take all the resources. And actually, that feels like a Fallout thing because if anyone's a Fallout fan, everyone should learn. Everyone should know that during the pre-war of the Fallout, pre-war of the nuclear exchanges, there was a huge feud during the in 2050s, 50 to 2070s. All big nations were taking up lands and resources of all countries. For China taking up like Vietnam, North Korea, Philippines. While America took up Mexico, Canada, and taking parts of China. Yeah, it's just World War. It's just World War Three. It was World War Three, like always. Oh, no, 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 no. And another bad thing about if you become an imperial. You'll have corruption. Corruption is something I do not like. Corruption is shown to me as I see it, is a system where people would use the system for their advantage for taking money, fraud, deception. We could see it, but it's the government. They have all the power, and they they use the power and use it slowly but steadily till the point they have full control of the country. And that's what happened when. But they use it quietly too. But here's the thing: I do not like corruption. Corruption, as I say, corruption isn't my first instinct to do. If I were, but if I were president, I would rip the chains of corruption out of the system. Because if we have more corruption, we're going to have more deaths, more testing on people, more manipulating of the people. That is something I really don't want to do. I really want to make something. I would make a government that is 0% corrupt, zero tolerance for corporations into the matter, and zero tolerance to outside corrupt cartels. The cartels? Oh, let me just tell you, cartels are not my. I need. I just want to put a banner saying all corruption is hereby illegal. Illegal as Kanye going to Europe. As it This is why I don't like because because drugs, the only thing that I hate about drugs its power property of destroying a citizen and making the citizen run like a diesel engine. When you have a hyperfuel, you put in the hyperfuel to an engine that has been used only on regular fuel, and then when you hyper that thing up, it's going to charge until it goes like a heart attack. So that's why I don't like having something new and powerful that will run my blood and makes me look so quick. Like I saw, like I saw a person a couple of years ago in Las Vegas. There was one man I saw, and and he and he was a black man, but I don't want to be disrespectful. The man was like moving like his head so quick he can feel like he's like he's like high on something like what's going on? Is there any cops? Is there any cops? Is anyone gonna see my stash? That's what it looks like he was doing, but we just left it there. But we, but good thing I don't live in Vegas. Vegas is too much. And Mesquite too. Mesquite is oof. That is purely bad. My dad not so long ago went on a trip. Oh man, it's bad. But be respectful. If if I was Mesquite back in the day, it might be a little bit better than now. It's just chaos now. Well, that's gonna happen for every day. There's nothing new. But it would be crazy if everything changed with the gambling things and disrespectful stuff. But that would be all. It probably in the future it will end soon. But it but I don't know. So this is going to be the end for this video. If you guys like this video, like and subscribe and watch all my videos down below. In the meantime, I'm going to be taking a break, and as always, I'll see you guys next video. Peace.